Hello, my name is Cristian Mauricio Galviz Gonzalez, and I will talk about the Lewis structure. I'm from the Ficha 226905, and I belong to the applied chemistry technology in the industry. So we have the Lewis structure, but what is the Lewis structure? Well, the Lewis notation or structure that only for representative elements, transition elements are considered internal transitions because they have incomplete shields that consist of non-internal valence electrons of an element by means of point, cross, or spheres. To represent the molecules by means of a Lewis diagram, a central atom must be presented. In some cases, the central atom is carbon because it's the most electropositive element. Then this is surrounded by the other atoms that make up the molecule. Lewis symbol. The representations are characterized by having 1. It's a way of representing valence electrons. 2. The element symbol represents the nucleus and the internal electrons. And the last one is that the valence electrons are placed as dots around the symbol. The atom is left with 8 electrons, which is called an octet. So they show the different atoms using their chemical symbol and lines that are drawn between the atoms that bond together. Sometimes pairs of points are used instead of lines to represent each link. Okay, we got Lewis structure composition I mean the molecules. Okay, so we are going to analyze what concepts Gilbert and Lewis is based on. So what is a molecule? A molecule is a set of atoms of the same chemical element or of many different ones that are organized and interrelated through chemical bonds. A molecule is also considered to be the smallest part of a substance that still retain the physical and chemical properties of the substance. The simplest molecules, among which are organic molecules, must have a central atom. In some cases, the central atom is carbon due to its low electronegativity. Then it's surrounded by the other atoms of the other molecule. The importance of the molecule for the octet rule. In molecules made up of several atoms of the same element and an atom of a different element. The latter is used as the central atom, which is represented in this diagram by 4 atoms of hydrogen and 1 of silicon. Hydrogen is also an sexuate element, since it should not go as a central atom. They are simple and two-dimensional representations of the connectivity of atomic molecules, as well as the position of the bonding and not bonding electrons. In this formula, chemical bonds within the molecule are shown, either especially or not implicitly, indicating the ordering of the atoms in space. The octet rule. The octet rule, and what is the octet rule? Okay, the octet rule or octet rule is a postulate that is used in the context of chemistry. This is the tendency that atoms show to complete their energy level with 8 electrons to achieve stability. So the words of Gilbert Newton Lewis said in front of the octet rule were, rule is a concept that has different meanings. In this case, we are interested in highlighting its meaning as a precept or regulation. Octet, meanwhile, is something that is made up of 8 components. We got an example of the octet rule. So says the oxygen atoms are also complying with the octet rule, since both atoms share 2 electrons each with carbon, each having a total of 8 electrons. So in explaining to this, we have that the carbon shares 2 electrons with each oxygen atom. This means that they will have a total of 8 electrons around the carbon atom. Completing this is we have an octet. So the importance of Lewis structure in a chemical laboratory. Okay, the Lewis structure serves to know data about the reactivity of the components, the stability of the molecule, and its chemical reactions in relation to other elements. This representation is used to know the amount of valence electrons that may exist in an element that interact with other or among in same species, forming either single, double, or triple bonds, which are closely related to molecular geometry. Okay, we have graphics of Lewis structure in the laboratory. These are the most common Lewis structure in the laboratory because of they are not highly dangerous reactions and are commonly used in laboratory to practice to and graph these reactions. Bibliography. These are the bibliographies. And thank you. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope you have learned a little more in the course of my presentation.